one who literally got rid of my chubby cheeks, so you can thank her for that, was giving a talk, and I leaned over to Chris and I said, "You need to get to know that girl." And little did I know how that would turn out, right? They got married. Right. That needs more in my life, damn it. I don't know how that happened. Right. So let me just read this to you, only because it's a long list. So Chris, by the way, got licensed just like I did when he was 21 years old in the real estate business. You're going to see that being a trend among the leaders in this organization, that we came to this business early on. He started actually in timeshare. We do not hold that against him. He was very successful at it, by the way. We won't hold that against him either. And he started in residential real estate sales in 1989. He was Rookie of the Year, by the way, the first year in real estate sales. And by the way, he ultimately became one of the top 10 real estate agents for Prudential before joining Keller Williams. He joined us in 2004 and immediately launched with David Tennant shortly thereafter, a very successful market center. In 2009, doing all of that, Chris became #1 real estate salesperson for Keller Williams throughout the entire organization. By the way, here's an interesting note, and that is Chris, for 23 consecutive years, has sold more than 100 homes every year. And in fact, sold over 3,500 homes. He is now the OP of 3 market centers, but here's the thing you need to understand. You don't get to come and work with these 3 people without really getting after it. And what Chris did was, and we put him to a test, and that is we said, move to Austin, Texas, and launch Keller Williams worldwide. And I got to tell you, to take something out of nothing and drive it the way Chris has done that, and let me tell you, it's no small feat to do that. It's amazing. Keller Williams worldwide exists today because of Chris Heller, and we know that. He has a big heart, and he's ferocious. And let me tell you something about Chris. He may be as intense as us. He may be more intense. You won't always see it with Chris. He's got that, okay? But let me assure you that the fire burns pretty deep in that young man. Now, notice I said young man because, as I've discovered, oddly enough, anybody that's even a day younger than me is now young. So, a lot of you are going to be young a long time. Let me tell you about John Davis, who joins us now as our president. And the thing about John, the funny thing is that I feel very parental about these men, and it's odd. I don't think I could be their parent, but I feel very parental about them. And one is because we put them through hell and they survived, right? But number 2 is because we have watched them grow right before our eyes. And there's an immense pride that you have for these individuals. John and I go way back. When I was fooling around in the mortgage business, and John will tell you I was fooling around, John was our #1 loan officer. And that's how John and I met. And he was, for the 2 years that we were in that business, John was the top loan officer both years. And I have to tell you, he was remarkable then. It was actually a little scary remarkable, just to be honest with you. The intensity that you brought. And the ethics, clearly Chris brings that too. The only reason I say this is because I didn't know Chris when Chris was in his 20s. I was working with John before he shaved. I'm actually not sure he still shaves now, but to have seen that at a young age like that, actually. He was a force of nature, I'm telling you, I kid you not, and it was breathtaking, and it was inspiring. He was also, he switched gears, became a real estate agent, and was the Rookie of the Year. See a trend? He decided to go into management, became the team leader of one of our market centers in North Texas, and he took a market center from $472,000 in debt to #3rd most profitable market center in the system. Okay? He launched 12 of our most profitable market centers, by the way. He was responsible for launching, at one point, 13 market centers in 1 year. Okay? He took on the role of teaching RSTLM and became one of our most knowledgeable and most skilled instructors and actually implementers of that concept. He led the Greater Heartland from close to the bottom, sorry guys, in recruiting to #1. Okay. With the largest increase in GCI, owner profit, more than 450% increase, and in the downturn did not lose one market sector. Okay, I'm going to stop. I could go on, and I won't because I've stayed longer than I'm supposed to stay. I love these guys. You're in good hands, trust me. We believe we're in good hands. And just to make sure we're standing right behind them every day, much to their chagrin. So let's give a warm welcome and bring down our new CEO and